Hello, everybody. Dr. Misak here. I hope things are going well and you are blessed in some capacity. Hey, I want to go on live today and just do a short little thing about immune support during stressful times. I think that's a great subject. I will avoid saying certain words so we don't get limited, is what we're allowed to say. But just want to talk about it. I mean, a lot of us are caught up in fear. And I mean, even the Bible says, don't live in the fear, people. Just, be cautious, be smart. Let's think about this and how you would approach things in times of stress. So I want to give an aspect and talk a little bit about things that we can do to support our immune systems and just to be preventative in some capacity from a perspective of both what we call bioelectric chemistry and just from naturopathic. Hey, where can I be? So number one, the first thing that we learn about is the aspects of looks like I'm having an error already go on. Let me see what's going on. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth, so I'm going to see if I can't double check to make sure that I can continue to be on here with you guys. It looks like I'm a little bit weak. I'm going to check my streaming here. Oh, come on, go open up. And my network is, I'm connected and secured, and it looks like I should have plenty of that going on. So it looks like I am live. So what I want to talk about again is let's bring this to the table. Number one, prevention. And well, I always teach this aspects of pure air, pure food, pure water, EMF protection, electromagnetic fields, and how to protect ourselves. And, hey, I see some people are already starting up. Good afternoon. Can't hear you, Doc. Oh, my. Can't hear me. Let me go back and check and see what's going on with that. Sound is super low. I don't know how to adjust that. Let me check on and see what we can do. Go in here and go under sound. Desktop audio is up all the way. And let me get under here and check that my audio connection on here is not muted. And microphone. I'll put it on the microphone. And let's see. Does that sound a little bit better? If you guys can turn around. Good. You guys are saying thumbs up. So, hey, thanks for being out there. People coming in and saying hello and everything, and I just hope that we give some good information. Look, it looks to me like I'm locking up as far as the stream is concerned. It says in stream, excellent connection. Are we getting, if you guys still getting a thumbs up, please. Air is not receiving enough video. I don't know why we're not receiving enough video. I had this problem yesterday to where it was just locking up, and I don't get why. We have a great connection. Does it look like over there, like things are coming through okay? Yep, okay. Well, I'm just going to keep talking. If you guys if there's a problem, you can turn around and just text. To me, it looks like it's possibly locked, but it does show that I'm still live. Better thumbs up. Thank you. I'm just going to keep going. So number one, pure air. We have these little things, they're called the buddy. And so with the buddy is just a little air ionizer. So you just turn this little bad boy on and it creates this little ionized air field. So anything that's coming into this area, there's ions being put up through this, and negative ions electrically just kind of help push things out of that space. And so there used to be a video that showed this elderly lady that was extremely allergic to cats, and she went inside a shelter. She had one of these on, and she's like, "Oh my God, I haven't been this close to cats in years." And so she just turned around and it just showed that these things actually have some impact on what air you are breathing. Because we don't want to get masked right now, except they're saying people who have the coronavirus or a viral thing not to wear. They're telling them to wear masks. They're telling us not to. That's because there's not enough masks out there for our workers who are in the area where they're most have highest risk of exposure. So let them have the mask. But having an air purifier that does radiocatalytic ionization, that produces ozone, which goes in, and these things have been shown to produce hydroxyl groups, OH groups, ozone generation that literally goes in and sterilizes your countertops, cleans the air, and the ions make things go together and fall out of the air instead of being dependent upon circling through a air purifier that's really only going to circulate about 30% of the air in the room. Now that we hear that viral concerns, that things can be aerosolized and hang out for 30 minutes or so. So number one, think about air quality. Air purifiers, they're really not that expensive. In a global context, they're about $450. They are found on my website. If you go to PittsburghAlternativeHealth.com, and it's Pit Green Air, I think, or something. And if you can use a code, I think it's PAH for Pittsburgh Alternative Health, and they give a $100 discount, and I think it's even listed in there. So what else? Countertop surfaces, going in and using the, what most people are using are these alcohol-based sanitizers. These alcohol-based sanitizers do dry out the skin. They do kill everything. Personally, I'm taking colloidal silver. I have colloidal silver in a spray bottle. I put a few drops of thieves. If you go historically and look at essential oils are powerful herbal products that can. And thieves historically was during one of the plagues. The way it got its name is because these grave robbers would go to the graves after people had died from the plague, and then they turned around and they were able to dig it up, but yet they were not getting sick, and it had a series of strong extracts of herbs that was antimicrobial, and it's what Young Living built their whole empire off of. We carry essential oils by a company called Snow Lotus, and Snow Lotus this is called Viraway, but these are herbs that are essential oil extracts that have essentially been used. So what I do is I put colloidal silver in a little spray bottle, and then I put about 7 to 9 drops of thieves in there. Spray myself off, spray off hands. I have one in my car, and when I go into the store, I'll spray the buggy with this instead of using those potentially, triclosan and what I consider some toxic type of things. But you can mix something like this up. Colloidal silver, you can buy colloidal silver in a lotion or a gel. If you're traveling, and particularly if you're going to go in an airplane or something, you can literally take a little bit of colloidal silver gel, put it up in your nostrils, and just get that up in there. Vince, if you can go in the other room and hand me that neti pot out of the kitchen, I'd appreciate it. But using colloidal silver gel, you can turn around, squirt a little bit of that on your hands. Colloidal silver is a powerful antimicrobial. We can't say that it kills particular viruses that we are all being concerned about right now, which I don't want to say because for some reason people who are talking about that could be giving misinformation. God forbid, give misinformation on how to protect yourself in this time of need and not do exactly what's being, by just avoidance, which is great. Social isolation. I think you guys should find some time for prayer, meditation. Find yourselves in this time. Learn to play games and board games with your family and friends again. Only if your friends are not sick, of course. But but these are some things that you can use topically. You can use essential oils. You can use those necklaces where you're smelling them and putting them in your air ways. You can put a couple drops of these essential oils on your wrist and or rub them on your clothes, just so that those aromatic oils are just, again, like an air ionizer, are trying to clean the air and what you're breathing going in. I actually use a neti pot, and take a neti pot, and we can use neti pots to. I've talked to you guys in the past about the aspects of where I've had mold exposures. I went over, talked about organic acid testing, and show that, hey, you can have a great organic acid testing and still be loaded with mold. Personally, I've been found to do that, and I have found neti pots to be amazing. What I do is distill water, a quarter teaspoon of salt. Don't use iodized salt. I just use either kosher salt or You can use the Himalayan salts and stuff like that, but just a quarter teaspoon. I have been putting at least a tablespoon to an ounce of colloidal silver and 1 drop of what's called citricidal, grapefruit seed extract. And citricidal is a powerful antimicrobial. Again, kills virus, kills mold, these type of things. So I'm just cleaning out my sinuses because 90 to 95% of people who have been exposed to mold, this is the hardest place to get it out of. And since I've been doing a neti pot twice a day, it's amazing. I still wake up with snot because I live in a toxic house. I'm getting ready to pull up carpet because unfortunately, we put down our 15-year-old purebred lab. The vet was amazed. She'd never seen a purebred lab live greater than 12. That's a token of her taking vitalometry for the last year and a half and some of the other things I gave. But anyway, in the meantime, I'm using neti pots, cleaning up my environment. Step number 1. Thieves also, makes they make sprays and things, but right now Young Living is just, it's hard to get any of this stuff. So what I do, again, colloidal silver with thieves in it, carry it around with me. When people come into my office, hold out your hands, please, and we have a note on our front door that says, stop, if you or anybody for 2 weeks has had any of these symptoms, do not come in our office. Give us a phone call. If you need product, we'll set it out in the hallway. Let's be smart about this. So now, where do we go? We talk about, how do I support myself? What am I doing to protect myself during times of stress from an immune perspective? The number one thing that people are being told is vitamin C. When you're looking at it, vitamin C is crucial. I did a talk a few weeks ago about vitamin C where we specifically went in and I explained, if you are not at 100% energy, you are not at 100% vitamin C. That vitamin C directly correlates with your energy utilization. But if your pH of your urine, you need to monitor pH, people. If your pH of your urine is less than 6.4, although you need vitamin C, you're not going to utilize it very well. And so we teach you in RBTI, which I don't have a bottle of Mincol and some trace minerals. If anybody's out there, Chris or somebody can hear me, that'd be great. But if we teach you, bottom line, calcium regulates all the minerals. And for pH control, it's really the foods that you're eating, what forms of calcium are in there, as far as what, based upon your pH, what foods you should be eating more of. And so we teach all that in these retreats. Next retreat is still planned for May 27th to May 31st, where we will, but we're having problems finding a location for that right now. And that's why you haven't seen emails and stuff like that about retreats. If you're still interested in a retreat, email the office at pittsburghalternativehealth.com and say retreat, and you will be on that list of people who will get notifications about the retreat. That is the date. If you're planning on any chance of attending, block out your calendar date. But we monitor pH. And so with that said, you have to have calcium. So Mincol, which I had a bottle out the other day, tried to do this, doing a dose, 1 pill of Mincol with every meal, that calcium increases your bile strength, helps you to digest, but also is needed for you to move energy and minerals in and out of your cell. We also talk about trace minerals. The lungs, which are so susceptible right now to these viral concerns that may be out there. The lungs require more trace minerals than any other tissue in the body. And so I have... there's nobody in here to hear me, or I'd have them go and grab these bottles so I could show them to you. But the lungs are in such a requirement of trace minerals, it's not a bad idea to do some humic and fulvic minerals, which I would show you a bottle of, an ounce of that each day for lung support, a Mincol with each meal, and then keep checking your pH. Quality of food is huge right now, people. If you're looking at things, buying fresh produce, assuming it's at the grocery stores, is always ideal. Staying away from processed crap, staying away from sugar. Sugar affects your immune system in a negative way, and it makes you more acidic. So, eat take the calcium with your meals, eat, watch your urine pH. Now, the two things we use, vitamin C. So if your urine pH is greater than vitamin C, if your urine pH is greater than 6.4, you definitely should be taking vitamin C. Right now, you should be taking it anyway, but using vitamin D if your urine pH is less than 6.4. And I don't care if you take 5, 10, 15, 20,000 units a day of vitamin D to utilize that, increase that calcium utilization to slow your chemistry down, get that pH up above 6.4, but below 6.8. If it goes above 6.8, decrease your vitamin D, increase your vitamin C. So use that vitamin C and vitamin D to help keep your urine pH kind of in that source of where it needs to be. Because right now there's an extreme shortage of vitamin C. I mean, I'm even use a vitamin C ascorbate powder with people. This stuff is 4,000 milligrams per teaspoon. We have plenty of it on hand right now. If you guys see this, it might disappear. If you need to place orders, we are still shipping things out of the office. You just email us or call the office. It's office@pittsburghalternativehealth.com. So the other aspect, so they just came and left. I was going to have them grab something. Also, antimicrobial. I've already mentioned colloidal silver. So colloidal silver is one of these things that is powerfully antimicrobial. That's why you can spray it on your countertop surfaces and things. Has it been shown to specifically inhibit certain viruses of concern? No. If it has, there's a website called The Silver Edge. THE Silver SILVER Edge EDGE.com. That's where I have told you guys before to go and buy a colloidal silver generator. It'd be really good to have one right now. But I've told you to get one, which right now I think they're sold out and nobody can get them. But if there is information on colloidal silver killing viruses of concern right now, that research will be on that website. Check it out. Otherwise, the other ways of supporting your immune system, zinc. Zinc is something that I have given to people for years, particularly with the aspects of RBTI, supporting your digestion, ability to make digestive enzymes, supporting your immune system. We know those zinc lozenges and that stuff. Even if you can't find anything, get the airborne, get the emergency packets. It's better than nothing. These things have zinc gluconate in them. An ionized zinc product, when you're chewing on it, is antiviral. That's why it's been promoted for the common cold and flu for years. Zinc right now, I just tried to order from wholesalers. They don't have any. I can't get it. If you have some zinc, take about 30 milligrams a day preventatively. If you get those chewable things, chew one up at least once a day, particularly before you go out. Same with colloidal silver. I'm taking about 4 ounces of colloidal silver a day. Silver is hard to get a hold of, even Daily Manufacturing. I love their colloidal silver. We make it in our office, and allow people to have it from here. Colloidal silver is hard to get a hold of right now, people. If you can find a generator to make it, get it. Like I said, I'm putting it in my neti pot, distilled water, quarter teaspoon of salt, teaspoon or at least a tablespoon of colloidal silver, and I'm running it through my nostrils because if anywhere that you're going to get a virus and pick it up, it's in your nostrils. It's just in your mucous membranes. And so another supplement that has been shown historically to be the antimicrobial or supportive is vitamin A. So I got a product called Bio AE Emulsion. It's vitamin A. You could take 25 to 50,000 units of vitamin A a day. If you get too much vitamin A, though, it can be toxic to your liver, and you'll get upper right quadrant pain up in your liver area. So stop all the vitamin A until it goes away, and then you can restart at a lower dose. 25,000 units a day should be fine. Vitamin A is an incredible thing. If you're pregnant or planning to get pregnant, don't go over 5,000 units. Over 5,000 units has been shown of concern. They don't put more than 5,000, actually probably more than 2,500 units in most prenatal vitamins, because vitamin A has been considered to be possibly teratogenic or affect the baby's health. But right now, if you are not pregnant, particularly if you're over 60, particularly over 80, those people over 80 years of old, the death rate of the current concern virus is up as high as 14% because of immunocompromised. If you're over 70, it's still over 10%. If you're over 60, it's, so that's elderly population. You guys are more susceptible. You've had longer lives. The amount of energy required, if you look at it from an RBTI standpoint, is more than 8 times to maintain your energy of somebody who's 20. So you are more susceptible. Stay in your homes, protect yourself, have an air purifier, do these basic things, take something to help yourself. Another something for viruses that kind of helps starve them out is lysine. So L-lysine is an amino acid that there's a lysine and arginine balance in your body. And arginine feeds viruses. So peanuts, chocolate, you're feeding the viruses with sugar. So stay away from those Reese cups, And I'm not saying that Reese cups cause viral issues. Don't turn around and twist my words. I'm not making claims against anybody, and I'm not making claims that anything I'm telling you has anything to do with the current viral concerns, because we cannot turn around and promote something and say certain words without this show getting wiped off the air. I did one yesterday and it totally stopped and didn't even record. So I'm trying to keep this as clean as possible for people, and I hope you're getting information. Thumbs up, I appreciate it, and sharing is great. So next, immune support. What is out there? Let's pull some stuff forward. So historically, we look at things like oil of oregano or oregano. Oregano is powerfully antimicrobial. But, oh my God, people, you try to take oregano, one drop of oregano, just like, oh my God, it's like super pizza. Who can eat this stuff or take it? Super strong. And when I add them to herbals, so in a whole 2-ounce herbal, I might add 15 drops of oil of oregano, and the whole thing is just like tastes like oregano when you do it. So there's the convenience of being able to take it in capsule form. I have one bottle. Why? Because you can't get the LD 100, meaning lethal dose 100% of the time, with glycerizic acid found in licorice with a particular virus called coronavirus in 1992, which said, hey, but you can't go out and get deglycerized licorice because it's the glycerizic acid that kills the virus. So you could turn around and get licorice extracts and, gotta like licorice. You can get licorice right now. You try to order it online. If you can find it, good for you. Same with citricidal, grapefruit seed extract, powerfully antimicrobial. If you can get it, get it. Great stuff, people. Now, there was a study back in solid extract. Licorice is also used for increasing cortisol staying around, meaning anti-inflammatory or immune-based or adrenal support, because it helps your cortisol levels. But licorice has been shown specifically that glycerizic acid to kill a particular virus that we are all being concerned of. Olive leaf extract. Olive is amazingly antiviral. And so that is something that you can do from an antiviral standpoint. There are a bunch of herbs out there. I'm not going to go out over all of them. One of the most potent antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial is lomatium. Now, lomatium comes with this weird issue that people get this rash and they'd be like, oh my God, I'm allergic to this product. And so if you get lomatium or can find it, there's a product called LM100 or something like that out there online. Lomatium is powerfully antimicrobial, helps support your immune system, helps kill bugs that are in you. Go slow. If you get this stuff, I am going to tell you, it doesn't taste good, but start with 1 drop a day. Ooh, yuck. Stuff is gross. And But you could do with 1 drop a day. And then if you're not turning around and developing the rash, go up to maybe 3 drops a day. If you develop the rash, stay on that dose or less until the rash goes away. Then you can jack it up. That rash will come, it will go, and then you can get up to taking 30 drops up to 2-3 times a day, or even 30 drops once a day. It's amazing what Lomatium can do in helping people with chronic mold issues, chronic immune dysfunction, which are known to be associated with bacterial viral elements and stuff like that. Another antimicrobial or antiviral herb is Andrographis. Andrographis, you'll see Andrographis and Japanese knotweed spoken of quite often in the Lyme forums. But Andrographis is powerful, people, from an antiviral standpoint. Again, something that you can turn around, get in a form, take on a regular basis. Right now, we want to be taking these type of things. Most of the things that we find that are immune boosting, we hear about echinacea, but most of the other immune boosting products are based upon mushrooms. Mycoimmunity is a combination of them. Fungi perfecti, Paul Stamen's group. He's probably the best mushroom extracts out there. They could be a little expensive, but chagra, cordyceps, reishi. Oh my God, I'm blanking. But there's so many mushroom extracts. They have this thing called beta-glucans in them, and beta-glucans have been shown anti-cancer and all these other benefits because of immune stimulating potential. One word of caution with using mold extracts or mold-based products, fungal-based products, is that if you have mold in mold issues like I do, I've had mold exposures. I'm currently dealing with it. I'm using a neti pot. I take my product that I'm creating that's not available yet called Moldies. That is all these antimicrobials, including garlic. Garlic, people, if you want something cheap, go buy a bunch of garlic and eat 1 to 2 cloves of garlic a day. Yes, you'll smell like it, but also powerfully antimicrobial. Keep the vampires away. That's a good thing to do also, right? So just kind of thinking on that, I'm seeing some really great aspects of people saying hello. Hey Doc 74, Count Girl, Connie, hi Count Connie, good. I hope you made it home safe and everything. But one other thing that we talk about for immune support is astragalus. Astragalus has been used for thousands of years for immune boosting. It's been used for adrenal support. And it is the primary component, including extracts of astragalus called cycloastragalonol, 98%, which is purity, and astragaloside 4, some people say astragaloside IV, which is based upon telomere products that is in Vitalometry. I have talked about Vitalometry. I have told you guys why I formulated Vitalometry from a standpoint for telomere activity. But if you're looking for something for immune basic support, 4 Vitalometry a day is giving you well over 1,500 milligrams of astragalus. It's giving you therapeutic doses of green tea extract, high antioxidant and immune boosting. Sambucus, which is the same thing as resveratrol, because it has resveratrol extract, antimicrobial, immune boosting. Lemon has been shown to have lots of vitamin C, dispersion in there. We're using it to disperse, but vitamin C, treating scurvy, immune boosting properties of lemon. If you go to vitalometry.com, look at the ingredients and what's in it and what historically these things have been shown to do. Not that we're claiming that it does these things, because we can't make any claims now, can we? And so, but I personally, I take 4 to 7. I usually do 4 Vitalometry in the morning. And then in the afternoon, I'll do 3 or 4 more, depending on whether I got enough sleep and whether I feel like I'm getting through my day and whether I'm eating right or whether I'm just blasting through and having 1,000 things going on. So, and I just need that extra pick-me-up. But, I can't make any claims that we're going to kill anything, that we're going to do anything, that we're going to shorten your telomeres, that we are going to enhance your immune system or whatever with a product. And that's not what we're here to do, but I am to tell you that there are some basic mechanisms that we have talked about in this show that are that help you from an antiviral and immune stimulating standpoint that historically and scientifically have been shown to work on these. One thing that I have avoided in this that I will kind of close out with is oxygen-based products or oxygen-based therapies. Ozone, you can go on Amazon and buy an ozone generator, ozonate your water and drink ozonated water. Strongly antimicrobial. You can look up the Beck protocol. Beck was using electrical therapies like Holdachloric, which goes back to Royal Rife. And I have all these Rife machines and multi-wave oscillator and static generators. They're free. Come to my office. Got to be a client. I got to know your chemistry is okay, because those things, those electrical-based therapies are powerful, people, and I can't claim that they kill microbes like they did, and they showed it in the 1930s through the 1950s, but I only let people use those based upon their immune capacity to handle them. They're free. We have people get on those machines. Go read about multi-wave oscillators and Lavotsky. Go read about Rife machines. RifeVideos.com is a great place. Go read about Pyroenergen, Pyroenergen.com. You will find that on the FDA, it's on the black box list. So it's an illegal piece of equipment to claim that it's doing anything and treat with it. I'm not treating anything. I just come do your own electrical experiments and use my machines for free, because if I charge you for them, I'm claiming they do something, but you can use them, and I will just make sure that it's safe for you to use. Finally, those oxygen-based therapies. There is a lot of information out there about a product called MMS, Miracle Mineral Supplement, and it's chlorine dioxide. Go to the FDA. They'll say that you're drinking bleach and not recommend it, but you can go chlorine dioxide oxidizes what they have shown and shown testimony of is people killing malaria. I had a 7-year-old girl that the parents brought her in. She was known to have full-blown diagnosed Lyme. She had already gone through antibiotics, still had Lyme. She brought into my office. She was on MMS, and I looked at her chemistry and did very little, because what the parents had already started doing, and MMS was clearing this out of her system. She was testing well on it, both with electrodermal equipment. Her blood was looking good. I'm like, I'm not going to tell you any more to do than give this girl some minerals here and cover on these other bases. So look up MMS, Miracle Mineral Supplement, and just look at the basic mechanism of what oxidation does to destroy viruses and those type of things. So we have 8 viewers. 8 of you are out there. Only 5 of you like my show. I wish you all liked it. I hope that some of you try to share it. The problem that we find with sharing is that the link is not working. So if you really want people to do this, please send them to Doc Misak YouTube and tell them to click on the show from there. Because for some reason, my links, when sent to other people, are not opening. Can't explain it, but it's not happening. I hope that's something. I try to keep it within 30 minutes, went a little bit over. Thank you all for tuning in and watching the show. I hope it's been enjoyable. Until next time, Saturday, we hope to be on. Just take care, and God bless you all.